All right, here we are, a little bit late, but we're here. Hello, Mike Russell here from the studios of Fun from Music Radio Creative, and Isabella is there in manual focus, as you can see on the screen.
Oh dear, am I not looking good? What
No, she's looking fine.
Is
You're
that
looking
alright?
good. Yeah.
Is that okay?
You've just got the words manual focus across the screen, but apart from that,
no, this is terrible. Why is this the
it's all
case?
good. I'll have a play with your camera. We'll get it figured out. Anyway, this is Music Radio Creative Live. Live from the Isle of Wight. We are going to do jingles. We're going to do voiceovers. We're going to talk to you. We're going to have some fun. It's going to be a load of great stuff. All here, all live, as it happens, even with the technical hitches that have gone in this studio today. Absolutely crazy.
Do you know what, Mike? I will take my manual focus over your alien look of orange colors and Chernobyl radiation look.
Indeed.
So
yes.
there you go.
That's it. And I need to sort out the white balance here. Looking far too orange. And it's
definitely
not a great look, is it?
No.
Anyway, how have things been at Music Radio Creative recently?
Busy, like mega busy. I feel like I'm pretty much just about sort of going with a head above my water right now. It's been absolutely crazy. So in case you didn't know, over the past few months, I have been working relentlessly with the developers and working on a brand new version of Music Radio Creative Store. So this kind of is reaching the point where we are just so close, yet so much is required. So I have literally developers going into my ears from right, left, and center, asking me questions, clarifications, checks, and everything else. And this is on top of everything else that I do. So I feel a little bit overwhelmed right now and a little bit stressed, if you must know, but getting there, surely, slowly but surely. This is what I was going to say. Slowly but surely getting there.
Cool.
Yeah.
And we managed to put the Canon menu up there, but eventually putting the Canon menu up on the screen did fix it. We're using, just for anyone who's techie and wondering what's going on, it's the Canon M50. It's a really good camera. It's a mirrorless camera. Works really well. Go on.
Yeah. No, go. That's fine. Sorry. No, that's okay. I'm just watching here with a delay. But yeah, so we've, it's really, really good to be back, by the way. I know that, Mike, you've done a stellar job last week when I was away, but it's good to be back into the routine, and it's sort of the first week where September starts, so obviously the school starts for children. It kind of feels like the new year. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of September is always that kind of feeling of, okay, it's the new kind of season that we are
Heads
entering.
down, work done.
That's exactly it. So yes, so it's full on here, which is fantastic. It's great to be here, and thank you so very, 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 very much for your patience today with getting, with waiting just for us to get live. I mean, it's just like technology was just like, nah, not having any of this. So
yeah. Well, it was definitely one thing after another, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's the nature of the beast, isn't it? That's the way it works with live streaming. Sometimes
certainly.
PCs fail, sometimes programs don't load, sometimes cameras don't focus, but that's okay. We are here and we're ready to do the jingles. We're so excited about it as well. We really are. There's, as Isabella says, there's a lot going on here at Music Radio Creative. Over on the YouTube channel, I've wrapped up my big series on the Rodecaster Pro. So that's an independent look at the different features on the Rodecaster. Not been paid or sponsored to do that. I went out and purchased my very own Rodecaster so I could do that series of video to serve you, because I know a lot of you watching this live stream and watching my channel will be interested in the Rodecaster and how it works. Is it good? Can it do the things you hope it can do? And yes, it can do many of those things. Yes, you can use it for live streaming. Yes, you can use it to do multi-track recording, things like that. And I just wanted to explore that. So not a sponsored thing. I just thought I'd put it out there. And there's a lot more content coming in the next few weeks. Going to be unboxing and showing you a few more bits of audio gear that are in the house. I've got tons of stuff. We've got a new Scarlett, 3rd generation Scarlett 2i2 to try out from Focusrite, which is really exciting. They've sent through their 2i2 studio, so I'll get a video out about that soon. And here's something, again, that I've not been sent, but I actually purchased because I'm so excited to test one of these to get a little bit of Dante going on in the studio here. For those of you that don't know what Dante is, it's essentially replacing all the XLR cables that go around and you send all of your audio over IP. It's really funky. I wonder if you can use one of these for live streaming, but you can expect a video to pop up about that amongst other things, Isabella.
Yeah, this is really, really good. I really enjoyed your series, especially on the Roadcaster. I thought that was very insightful and in-depth.
Thank you.
So that was really good. And I know you've been super busy today creating some more awesome content. By the way, why do I have Viewfinder inactive? It's like, seriously, those random messages are popping on my... It's like, just caption scripts over my camera, but that's okay. So just to really summarize, I know you've created a ton of new content that's going to be coming up on your channel, and I've seen you running around and recording and doing, all sorts of cool stuff. So that's good. Perhaps we shall give just a general reminder as to what FJF is about.
Well, absolutely, yeah, because many of you are coming into this and you're watching and you're brand new to Music Radio Creative Live. If you are new, by the way, post the word new in all caps in the chat. Let me know who you are and where you're watching from. And even if you're a regular, if you come here every week, do post your name and where in the world you're watching from, your nearest city or town, and we'll give you a shout out in a moment. But for those who are new, Isabella, how does it work?
Right, so all you need to do is simply post your script inside the comments. So if you would like a script recorded, we are here with Mike today to make this happen for you. All you need to do is write your script, post it inside the chat. So if you're watching us on YouTube, in the comments there, on Facebook, in the comments there. We have wonderful Dominic in the background who's taking all of those scripts and copying them very carefully into the spreadsheet to make sure we don't miss anything. We can't guarantee we record everything. We try our best to do so. Thank you, Mike. And it was very nice. We try our very best.
Are you sounding better now? You're talking directly into the mic.
I have been talking directly to the mic. What are you on about?
You've got to talk into the AKG logo.
All right. Okay. Gosh, geez, seriously. And then what will happen is you have until 1:30 to essentially post your scripts. And then at that point, we are going to get started with recording, first of all the super chats. Now, super chats are essentially the way to boost your script, jump the queue, and have your script not only recorded, but also produced. And then once we record those, Mike, you are going to demonstrate how to produce those jingles, which is a fantastic learning opportunity for you if you would like to learn more about how to make your own jingles. Yes. And then at the very end, we will record everything else. So stand by. There is plenty of jingles to be had.
That's right. Come into my studio. Come in and watch over my shoulder as I work here in Adobe Audition. Isabella, are we going to be leaving the script submissions open until 1:30 like we usually do?
I think so. Well,
I think that's reasonable.
I think it
Many
is.
people have been in early posting as well.
Yeah, the scripts have been coming in regardless of whether we have been here or not.
Which is great.
Yeah, which is
and we
fantastic.
Thank you for that. Thank you for being there and ready for us. Yeah.
So yeah, we will just keep it rolling to the schedule. So if you haven't already, you can super chat. Super chat is the way to jump the queue and have a wonderfully produced jingle. So I know many of you have already. So thank you so very much for all of that wonderful support. Make sure that when you post your script, choose who you would like it to read. If you have a preference, you can say it's Isabella or Mike. It's perfectly fine to do that. And we try to accommodate all of those requests as we go along. And that's pretty much that as about, with regards to the summary of what FJF is about.
Yes,
yep.
There is so much going on, but it's all good stuff. And of course, you can feel free to get in touch with us as well in any way. That could be via the website or via the YouTube channel, posting a comment on things we do. We always love to hear your feedback on the things we're doing and on content you want to see in the future as well. There's a lot going on, and as you know, here at Music Radio Creative, we're ever busy. Like I mentioned, I was here on my own last week because Isabella, you were in Belfast, and that was really cool. So you were in Belfast for a video conference, Power of Video, and it won't be long before I'll be traveling away in the middle of October to Los Angeles, to LA for the Vid Summit. It's just been announced that Casey Neistat is going to be one of the keynotes there. Obviously, if you're a YouTube viewer, you'll probably know who Casey is. Other names there like Peter McKinnon. And
this guy's great, by the way. It's like I've watched him in Belfast, and it's like hands down the best keynote I have ever seen. Like
really good speaker.
He was an amazing speaker. It's like just putting aside what he does on YouTube, it might not be everybody's cup of tea, so to speak, or you might not be interested in what he does. But like his talk was incredibly fascinating, sort of inspirational, funny, and just kind of relevant to mostly any creator, like online creator in general. So it doesn't have to be YouTube. And but it was fantastic. So yeah, highly, highly, highly recommend him in general.
Wow.
So,
Awesome. So some of those names at Vid Summit, I'll be speaking there. Obviously about audio as well. Then hanging around in the region, LA, San Diego, maybe Vegas, I don't know, possibly. I'm just looking for Isabella's reaction there when I say Vegas.
Right. And I know, you're like, it's my birthday, can I please go?
Yeah. And then towards November, start of November, it's obviously the big Adobe Max conference, goes on every year. I'm a real, you might have been able to tell I'm an Adobe fanboy, but I'm an even bigger Adobe Max fanboy. And it's just like every year for years and years since I can remember, like I've dimmed the hue lights to kind of Adobe colors. Sat there, lit a candle,
So
cracked open a bottle of San Pellegrino, laid back.
That's what you like.
And watched the Adobe Max keynotes unfold. I'm so excited that for the first time ever, I'm actually speaking at Adobe Max. I'm just so excited about this as well. Can you tell? I'm so excited.
And it's such a
about
huge,
audio again.
It's such a huge kudos to you and your work over the last decade, pretty much, on the YouTube channel. I've checked. The first video was released in February 2010. So in February, we're going to be coming to a decade celebration of your YouTube channel. How about that for a milestone?
That is nuts.
So it just shows you that with hard work, consistency, you can really, really get through to kind of the next level. And I think that that the nod from Adobe to taking you to Adobe Max is absolutely a huge kudos to you.
It's so much fun. So I'm really looking forward to that appearance. Yeah. Again, it's happening in LA. It's just going to be so much fun. And there are things out further afield. I know that, for instance, in February of 2020, VidCon London has just been announced. I spoke there actually this year at VidCon London. Such a great conference. And I'm really excited to be back there again in 2020, talking about audio.
What else could you talk about? What else could you potentially talk about? So
2 minutes, by the way, just 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
2 minutes to go. And by the way, it's like posting your script multiple times does not make it kind of any easier for us. So it would really be awesome if you just make sure to post it once and trust that we will do our best to record it in the right place and then obviously record it for you. But in case you have missed it, all you need to do is simply type in your script in the comments. That's as easy as that. It's free Jingle Friday. We are having plenty of jingle fun here. We are here to effectively lend you our service and be the voice for whatever it is that you need it for. So right now, it's your last 2 minutes of an opportunity to grab a voiceover with either Mike or myself and have it produced. If you would like to post a super chat, you can also have it produced. It's a fantastic way to effectively get yourself a nice jingle free or at a very, very low entry price with a super chat.
And actually, yes, it's 1 minute to go. 1 minute to get your script, your free script, or your super chat in via YouTube. If you super chat, you'll be prioritized. We'll record your jingle first, and we'll even produce it for you. That's what happens to any paid chats that go on inside YouTube. But otherwise, we do our best to read all the free scripts that come in to help you lovely folks out that support us week in and week out here at Music Radio Creative. And that's really what it's all about, isn't it, Isabella?
It really, really is. And it's wonderful and heartwarming to see so many kind of community-based scripts quite often popping up, like, from hospital radio stations, community stations. Smaller projects where usually, getting a fully produced professional jingle is not an option. So
10 seconds.
We want to give you that option. So right now, you've got to post it if you haven't already. And don't worry, if you miss out today, we are back next week. So
here come the last flurry. The last flurry. I can see they're flooding in. They're flooding in. All right.
Boom, that's it.
That is it.
That is it. So script submissions are closed. But don't worry, the fun begins right now. First of all, you can watch Mike and I sometimes make total fools out of ourselves trying to record the scripts. So watch for that. And then after that, it's an amazing opportunity for you to essentially learn from Mike. I mean, he's the audio guy. Everybody is inviting right, left, and center all around the world, making all the cool stuff happen. So, you learn from the best. There isn't anybody out there who does it like this guy does.
Nobody does it better. That's the song, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nobody does it half as good as you. What's that
Nice.
song? Baby, you're the best. I thought you were gonna sing that to me.
I don't know the song. What's the
Come
song?
on, in the chat. Who's it by? Oh my goodness, it slipped my mind.
I don't know.
Nobody does it better. Who sung that song? Post it in the
Nobody
chat
does
now.
it better.
Oh, come on, wreck my brains. Nobody does it half as good as you. Baby, you're the best.
Come
on, it's on the tip of my tongue.
This. Nobody.
Don't Google. We've got an awesome
does
audience who
it
know the answer to this.
better.
Come
All
on,
right.
someone's going to get this. Someone is going to get this before
All right.
you do, Isabella. I know in the chat.
Is it?
It's going to be there.
Is
It's
it
going to be there.
Carly Simon?
Carly Simon, Oscar Hodges.
Oh,
Oscar
Oscar, well
Hodges.
done, yes.
Oscar, yes, well done, Oscar. On top of it there, The Spy Who Loved Me, of course.
Nice. Well done, guys.
Paul
Well done
Rochester,
to
David
Mark.
Goldsmith, Super Dan Hatt. Hey,
David,
nice.
yes. Well done,
James
guys.
Bond, says
Oh,
Mark.
now it's coming in. It's like, wee, everybody's
No,
like,
not Isabella. Not now it's coming in.
I know, because
it's just
we
there's
see
a
it with
delay from the
delay. I
moment
know.
we say something and the chat responds, okay?
Okay.
Just the live streaming stuff you should just be quiet about. It's just the behind the scenes magic, okay?
I don't want to ruin the magic here. Sorry.
Yeah, there's a lot of magic going on here. It's a magical place
Okay.
that we work.
By the way, how is Mr. Clive doing?
Mr. Clive,
Yeah.
what's been going on in the news recently, Isabella? Because, I don't keep up with the news, but what's the latest thing?
Apart from Brexit going totally wrong way with everything.
Mr. Clive always talks about Brexit. Anything different?
No, it's Brexit here. Brexit Prime Minister trying to call for the new election, and there was a
Yes, well, Mr. Johnson is looking rather stressed recently, isn't he? I'm just putting on my slippers, getting out my favourite pipe, and watching it all unfold in Parliament.
Nice. I'm still on a hunt for this awesome hat. If you by the way, if you are watching, if there is like a hat you could see Mr. Clive wearing, you have to let me know.
Send it in to us.
So you can send it in. That's it. And then Mr. Clive can have many hats.
Send it in.
That would be quite awesome, right? Can you imagine this whole wall behind you, like with the hats on the hook that you can just change as you go
Yes.
along? That would be quite cool. So
Absolutely. Well, there you go. Absolutely.
Yeah,
So,
there you go.
ton of stuff to be looking into. We really need to get onto these scripts. So let's go into Adobe
we
Audition.
really, really ought to. I know.
Start rolling, and we'll do those super chats, which I see are all lined up. So let's.
Yes. Although, just want to make sure we have them all.
Seems like we do.
Do we, Scott? Just hang on a minute. I've got a feeling that there is a couple more.
Okay. Waiting.
You're listening. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just.
This makes
Right,
really
let's
good
do
live
this.
stream.
Let's do this. I know.
Okay.
Sorry, I was just
Cool.
checking. It's like, okay. Cool.
Okay,
Let's
so
do this.
I'm going to
Let's do
start
this.
rolling, and it's starting with you, Isabella.
All right, it's starting with me. Don't be a silent listener. Follow DJ Christ Centric on Instagram and on Twitter at DJ Christ Centric, at DJ Christ Centric, and on Facebook. Search for DJ Christ Centric. Follow now.
Do you want to do it again from the top?
Okay, thanks. I was just warming up, Don't be a silent listener. Follow DJ Christ Centric on Instagram and on Twitter at DJ Christ Centric, and on Facebook. Search now for DJ Christ Centric. Follow now.
DJ Yen in the mix.
Come on, that was easy.
It's time to enter a world of fashion, glamour, and glitz, and the greatest pop music of all time.
Not to mention leg warmers and Rubik Cubes.
But we'll forget about that.
It's 80s time.
Milwaukee's 102.5, The Pulse.
Just so you know, moments with a twist.
Power Talk Radio.
Oh, you're listening to The Music is Black Station. Grown folk music for grown folk.
Don't want the fun to end? Grab more refreshments, then head over to Goldilocks Productions' YouTube channel. With over 950 archive shows, the fun doesn't have to end.
Acer Ben is here with another Acer Ben is here with another 2 hours of classic hits and forgotten gems from the best decade in music. Welcome to Back to the 90s.
Just the right mix of music. 102 LA.
Broadcasting from the heart of the National Forest, this is Hermitage FM.
Live from the Music Center of Friendship Broadcasting Network, this is FMC, Filipino Music Central. Your home, your music, your life.
Rewinding back to the old school, this is Love Dance.
You're listening to the Humane Roundup Podcast.
Broadcasting around the globe, this is Impulse Radio.
Greetings, Reggae Massive. Listen to Roots Reggae music on CVS Radio 1, your one-drop reggae station. Live from the EDM Authority headquarters in London, this is Impulse Radio.
You're listening to the Make Do Review. In the mix, the geezer on the Love Dance. In the mix, the geezer on Love Dance.
All right, here we go. Got some stuff, so I'm just going to chop that up and hand over to you, Iz, while I do that.
All right, Mike is chopping, and this is good. Thank you very much to Vince, who says, the mighty Isabella has returned. Thank you.
Yes.
This is exciting. Do you know, I really have thoroughly missed being here. Like, there is no Friday without a free Jingle Friday for me, right? It's truly, truly fascinating. But changing topic slightly, do post in the comments if you are new and where you are watching us from. We would love to know. And whether, well, not just new, but if you are old viewing as well, we appreciate having you here. So post where you are watching us from too. Always good to give you guys shout outs, especially when Mike is mixing very, very silently over there.
You can give some shout outs now, actually, to people who are watching.
Yeah, that's why, you know, like the whole thing. Come on, don't ruin my flow here. You know. So in terms of other updates coming up, very, very patiently trying to get through to the new website, which I'm super excited about, actually, and I really hope you are going to love as much as we do. I think we are going to do something exciting for grand opening. Are we going to try and do some sort of, like, you know, super cool extra live stream or something like that, Mike? What do you reckon? So watch this space. It's like as soon as I have a confirmation from the developers to say, okay, we're definitely going live on this date, it's going to happen. And just so you know, it is going to be in September. So, like, it's this month. There is no other way around it. So very, very soon. Just kind of trying to tie everything together, and then we will know. So there will be some super live stream to celebrate, and perhaps we will go for longer than usual, bring some extra voiceover artists maybe, just sort of see what we can do. I think that would be quite fun. What do you reckon, Mike?
Absolutely. I think it's all good. That sounds all good to me.
Yeah, so that would be cool. Now, shout out to Roy, who's new, watching us from Indiana, USA. Shout outs to Jungala. Hello to you. To Scott. To Michael, who's new, watching from Sacramento in California. Shout out to Paul. Paul from Londoner. Oh no, Londoner in Spain. Okay, hello to you. Hello to Mauritius and Linda, watching us there. Tribulations. Hello to you, watching us from Strasbourg in France. Hello to Judith. Vreram. I'm terrible at this, seriously. And to Lee, Riz, Matthew, Rob, Jason, watching us on Facebook. Hello to you as well. Yeah.
So much going on. Well, I think I'm about ready, although there come the sound effects. And Isabella, it may be prudent at this point to say where you can get sound effects from.
Head over to mrc.fm/SFX. This is where all of our sound effects live. We are making our own sound effects and effectively bundling them in as royalty-free elements for you to use and produce in your projects. Yeah, so head over there. There is a question from EDM Authority asking, which name do you think is better, Escape Radio or Impulse Radio for dance music
I
station?
like Impulse Radio. It just sounds more on the beat kind of thing.
Yeah, Impulse. And I would do something funky with the logo
Impulse.
on the pulse, with the Impulse kind of something.
Like a beat or a waveform.
Yeah, because Escape Radio, although Escape Radio kind of, I kind of associate more with kind of like Ibiza chilled music kind of. My viewfinder is inactive again, and my thingy shows up. Anyway, it's fine. Just all the.
Don't be a silent listener.
Follow DJ Christ Centric on Instagram and on Twitter at DJ Christ-Centric and on Facebook.
Just making the first jingle here at the moment.
And on Facebook, search now for DJ.
I think that's search.
For DJ Christ Centric. Follow now.
And we'll do a double up there.
Follow now.
And then a fade out there. Pull this in from here. And let's see what we've got just here. Oh, hang on.
Ian in the mix.
It's a very short one, isn't it? In the mix. So let's grab that.
DJ Yen. DJ.
Okay, just taking the audio from this and putting that in like that. And then just grabbing a little bit of this.
DJ Yen.
Well done. Seriously, how you do this is like boom, 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 It's like,
Thank
how does
you.
this, add that, and whatever. It's like,
Pop
I've
that
asked,
there,
I had
pop
something
that
that I
there.
needed to ask Mike the other day about, like, just making something sound better. And he just comes in, he's like, all frustrated, like, oh, what do you mean? It's just like this, that. And then he walks away. And I'm like, how am I supposed to repeat this? Seriously?
Sorry.
It's like, yeah.
I'm a good teacher, but
Not to me, not always to me.
when it's you in the
Yeah, I
middle of a
know.
YouTube shoot, yes.
Yeah,
I know.
Like,
DJ Yen.
Oh, nearly there.
DJ Yen.
That's a bit off there. Let's pull that in there.
DJ Yen in the mix.
Something like that. And then we'll go ahead and grab this. And this will be in here.
This is a good question from Highland Slogger. What does in the mix mean exactly?
I know, right?
What does it actually mean? Like,
Literally, you're in the middle of a mix.
but it's like you can't be in the middle of the mix, as in physically.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
It is a bit weird, right?
It is a bit weird.
That's a good sound effect for that. It's weird.
Yes.
It's time to enter a world of fashion, glamour, and glitz, and the greatest pop music of all time.
Was that it?
Was that it? Not to mention leg warmers and Rubik.
Oh, yeah, there was that.
Yeah.
And then there was...
What's
But
that?
we'll forget about that.
It's 80s time.
Milwaukee.
Okay, so it was that, wasn't it? It was the whole shebang there. Let's pull that in. Pop that up here.
All time.
Not to mention leg warmers and Rubik cubes. Rubik cubes.
But we'll forget about that. Forget about that.
It's 80s time.
Forget about that.
It's 80s time. That sounds cool. It's 80s
A
time.
big shout sort of welcoming you to that section or that show. Let's see what we've got next over here. Couple of double headers here to produce, which is all good fun, of course.
Yeah.
Milwaukee's 102.5, The Pulse.
Just so you know, moments with a twist.
Power Talk Radio.
Oh yeah, that was the double header. So this was something on its own. So let's pull this out and pop in a breaker.
Milwaukee's one.
102 is going to go in there.
102.5, the pulse. 102.5, the pulse. The pulse. The pulse.
And we'll probably do this.
The pulse.
And then we're going over here and we're doing this.
Just so you know, moments with a twist.
Power Talk Radio.
And then there was an extra bit, wasn't there?
Yeah.
You're listening to the music.
This coming in here.
Power Talk Radio.
You're listening to The Music is Black Station. The Music is Black Station.
And we're going to...
Eric is asking if we can do one in French. I don't think he wants us to do one in French. I think it's the
Oui.
answer.
Oui.
Yeah.
Oui. C'est bon.
Grown folk,
Oh, that was a mess. Let's pull that in again.
grown folk music for grown folk.
And zooming out here and fading out there like so. Okay, that's good. And how are we getting on? Over here, we've got another jingle to bring in. And we're going to use this sound effect here. See what we can do with this.
Don't want the fun. Don't want the fun to end? Grab more.
Mark is
Don't want
asking.
the fun to end? Grab more refreshments. Then head over to Goldilocks Productions YouTube channel.
Go on.
Mark is asking, can you make Isabella sound like Beyonce?
Oh, yes. Anything is possible with the magic of audio.
YouTube
Right.
channel with over 950.
Don't you think, Isabella?
Beyonce it is.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm up for the challenge, definitely.
Yeah.
The archive show.
Let's just move this up here.
With over 950 archive shows, the fun doesn't have to end.
That's nice. And then this pulls over here. This zooms in here. This goes here. That fades out there. And then we'll bring this one in.
Acer Ban. Acer Ban.
Nice little robotic intro there.
And is here with another Acer Ban is here
Let's put in that is here again from that point.
and is here with another 2 hours hits and forgotten gems from the best
This is going up here.
gems from the best decade in music. Welcome to Back to the 90s.
Okay, welcome needs to again be somehow like this. And then that needs to be down there.
Welcome to Back. Welcome to Back to the 90s.
Okay, I'm feeling good about that. Next, we're going with this. Again, it's a short one coming in here with a short sound effect going in there. Zooming in on it, pulling that there, popping that there.
Just the right mix of music.
Just the right mix of music.
Music 102 LA.
102 LA.
LA. LA.
And of course, we need to do this, and we need to do this.
To LA. LA.
Okay, that's good. End. There we go.
There was a good question from Yvette who's asking, how do you know what effects are good for female voices?
How do I know what effects are good?
Like, how do you
In
choose
terms of
what-
EQ or just
I don't know.
general
Like,
sound
it's
effects?
just I don't know. That's just a question. Like, how do you,
depends.
I imagine that it's like, how do you know what kind of effects do you, and is there any difference? Would you use specific effects for a female versus male?
Well, in terms of imaging effects, I'd use very similar effects like, the stereo stuff, the echo, the reverb, keep that all the same. When EQing, though, I might EQ different frequencies. So I might tweak around with the frequencies because obviously female voices, male voices tend to be slightly different. And even when you go into something like Audition, you'll look and you'll see things like Vocal Enhancer have both male and female presets. Essential Sound Panel has male and female voice boost presets. So definitely worth investigating there.
Yeah, that's cool. Thanks.
All right, let's get back into this.
Broadcasting from the heart of the National Forest.
And then we're going to pop that up here.
This is Hermitage FM.
That's a nice clean out there. I like that. Let's just make sure that's faded nicely. Perfect. And then over here, we're going to move this in.
It's Hermitage FM.
Live from the Music Center of Friendship Broadcasting Network. This is FMC, Filipino Music Music Center.
That's really cool. I like that.
Central.
Which
Your
package
home.
is that you are using? Which one is that?
Central. Your home, your music, your life.
That is Music Radio Creative Sound Effects Library Volume 9.
Nice. So it's the latest one.
That's it, yeah. And where can you get those sound effects from? Because I know a lot of people ask us, even though
can
we
see it,
do
yeah.
mention it regularly on the stream, a lot of people still ask us, where are you getting your sound effects from that you're producing those jingles from with?
Yeah. So have go to mrc.fm/sfx.
What do you do
and,
when you get there? What's on that page?
all of our libraries. So we've got
How many libraries have we got?
9.
How much do they cost?
Around £200. 200.
You should say from this to this, and talk in dollars, because nobody apart from our UK
me off
audience
already.
on this
Seriously?
tiny little island somewhere in the on the European continent,
I
well,
know.
for the moment, know what pounds is. Most people work in US dollars, so roughly, where do they? If you wanted to get if you wanted to get like a really if you wanted to dip your toe in the water, you don't want to go out and buy like 200 sound effects, but maybe you wanted a pack of like 20 sound effects to get started with. Do we do anything like that? And how much did they start from? And also, how much can you pay if you wanted to get like everything? You're like, just like, yeah, I'm all in, I'm producing, I want everything you got. So give us the full lowdown.
Awesome. Okay, so kind of an average size production library, which would have anywhere like 100 elements plus, essentially, would be around $220 up. So that's like, I would say that's a good kind of price point. Now, we do have, and I was just kind of looking to get that details over, we do have kind of like a mini production library, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like a smaller mini imaging pack. That's $150. So that has 32 music beds and 75 sound effects. So it's kind of mini imaging pack, kind of really good quality stuff that would get you started.
So we got options, basically.
We do. I will post the link to the mini pack on
okay, good.
in the comments now. Yeah, so that's...
And when we're on the new website, I think it's going to be a lot easier to link everything, basically.
It will
new
be.
websites. I'm not going to say any more because I know it's all top secret at the moment, but I know the new website's going to be good.
It's going to be good.
Rewinding back to the old school. This is Love Dance.
Quite nice, isn't it?
It is very nice. And actually, just looking at the comments here, do you also sell your presets? Yes, those presets that Mike is
I'm working in right now behind me.
Yeah, so if you want it to be kind of super, easy drop, drag, kind of fade.
Drag, drop, actually, not drop, drag.
No, hang on. You first have to drop it, then you drag it around.
Or you can pick it up like this. You can pick something up like this, drag, and drop.
No, you like...
Listening to the Humane Roundup podcast.
Oh, okay. Let's.
But yes, presets are available. I can see that Dominic has posted the link. It's mrc.fm/preset. So you can be Mike Russell in the making if you want to be. But our bread and butter, like what we kind of do on a daily basis. On the daily basis, we do make
Can't
jingles.
speak today.
I can't speak today. So let's make a daily basis kind of like day to day.
Nice.
Broadcasting around the globe. This is Impulse Radio.
Yeah, go on, Isabella.
Go on, thank you.
Stuff like that, basically.
Yeah, stuff like that. So it could be anything from a recording for your on-hold messaging system to DJ drop, radio jingle, podcast intro, or it could be a theme park announcement or just anything. Like
Drop
anything.
reggae station.
Yeah.
It
Or a drop
literally
reggae station.
Could be anything.
Live
Yeah.
from the EDM Authority headquarters.
Nice. And then this is the last Super Chat jingle that I'm just working on now here.
Oh, another awesome value-driven question here.
Go on.
How many jingles and DJ drops a radio station would need to start? That's like 24/7 radio station. That's an awesome question.
Isabella, you're kind of on top of things with that. What do you reckon?
Oh, do you know what?
To start with.
If you are just starting, I reckon if you are clever with the post-production, you could say, for example, order like 1 or 2 acapellas that are sung. So if you wanted to have sung imaging, but that gives you a lot of diversity that you can then do in other jingles. And then I would say less than 5, potentially like jingles, spoken jingles, and then do mix of the 2 sung and the 5 spoken. And you can just...
Super cool.
Yeah, so you can have those essentially 7 recordings, and from that you can start making infinite amount of jingles essentially.
Nice.
And presets like those that Mike is working in.
You're listening
making
to
it very
the
easy.
Make Do Review. In the mix, the geezer on the Love Dance. Sorry again. In the mix.
Oh, hang on. That was 2 jingles, wasn't it?
You're listening to the Make Do Review.
So, in that case, we'll get rid of that, do that, fade that out. All really good advice, Isabella. And if you do have questions, this is the place to ask them in the live chat, and we'll answer.
Make Do Review.
And thank you, by the way, for all the kind of thumbs up you are sending on Facebook. Very much appreciated.
We can see
all
it.
That. We can see it.
In
It's
the
awesome to
mix,
watch.
the geezer on Love Dance.
There we go. Okay, so yeah, Isabella, did you want to do more shout-outs and just general frivolities there?
I was going to say that there is a conversation going about drag and drop and drop and drag.
Yes.
There
Is it
a
drag and drop or
divide.
drop and drag?
It is definitely a divide there. So on another note, Mark is asking whether we do church service announcements, and the answer is yes, we do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So some voice artists are very particular about any religious recordings, and they may say,
Oh, they really?
do or we
I
don't.
actually
Yes,
did not know that,
we
Isabella.
do. We have, for example, one of our voiceover artists, Al. He will not record anything that mentions any religion. So it's not just one religion, like any religion or any references to religion, he will not record. And he's not the only one. There are some other voices who do that. So.
Do you know, I had no idea that was the thing. I don't want to get into the reasons or the particulars of why on that particularly, but I guess everyone is entitled to their own point of view on that.
Absolutely.
But we as a company do provide religious recordings of any denomination.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, absolutely. So yeah, we have essentially enough voiceover artists to cater for all. We've just actually counted recently. We're just shy of 130 different voiceover artists and growing rapidly. So there is plenty to be around.
There you go.
Plenty. So
Cool.
yeah. So that's really, really cool. So shall we record the rest of stuff now? Are we ready?
I really think we ought to, yeah. So we're going to go on to the free jingles.
Yeah.
And then that will pretty much wrap up today's live stream. We've got quite a few free jingles to do to get through, haven't we? So I'll probably start off with the first couple.
Yes.
And then over to you.
Sorry, just going to check because I want to make sure that Dominic has copied over the scripts from Facebook. So Dominic, if you could let us know before we will jump into recording.
Well, we can start and then Dominic can always spot more.
So Dominic, if you
at the
haven't,
bottom.
make sure to add them to the bottom, please, as we want to make sure we haven't forgotten our Facebook watchers who have been very, very patient and waiting for the jingles too. All right.
Cool. Excellent. All right. So I'm just going in here. I'm just saving this session. This is the Super Chat jingle. So let's select everything. Super Chat jingles. And save that out so that's ready to upload the moment we finish. Isabella, it might be worth to say where you can grab your jingles from when we finish the show.
So it will be available after we finish recording, and it's going to be at mrc.fm/FJF.
Super easy to remember that, isn't it? mrc.fm/FJF.
Yes, and that's going to be after the live stream. We just don't want to upset the technology that hasn't been on our side lately.
That's all right. That's all right. It will be. Okay, right. Let's do these jingles. Starting with me, twice. For the best wedding parties and introduction parties, Forest Audio's got your back. You're listening to Morning Magic with your boy on Adure Radio.
Just love the soul and disco music. Memorable music to get you through the night.
This is Dave G on Ambron Radio.
You sound like you've added a little few $6. Sorry. Couldn't help myself. Live from our Leicester and Lampeter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Live from our Leicester and Lampeter Summer Camp, Top 10 UK with Trinity UK.
If you're looking for a twisted show, tune into Double Spin Tuesday with Dr. Johnny Love at 5 p.m. Tuesday on Blind Cafe Radio, the radio station that raises Cain. That's Mr. Clive, by the way.
Taking the gospel to the streets, soul to soul, in the mix.
DJ Tarish on the mix, representing Country 002.
It's county.
DJ Tarish on the mix, representing County 002.
He leans left, sorry. He leans left, she leans right. Welcome to Center of the Aisle with Gavin and Danielle.
Greetings, Reggae Massive. Listen to Roots music all day at CVS Radio 1, your drop reggae radio.
No, your one drop reggae radio. Come on.
Greetings from Reggae Massive. Listen to Roots music all day at CVS Radio 1, your one drop reggae radio. It's now time for Neil's Dull Men's Club Dilemma on the Weekend Lie-In.
The Clanch Community Radio for Bulwell. Radio for Bulwell.
I'd say Burwell.
Burwell. Okay. The Clanch Community Radio for Burwell.
The DJs...
No, it's Isabella.
Okay.
Hang on. The DJs come from Vibe FM.
The vibes come from the speakers.
Good vibrations on your speakers.
Vibe FM. Turn it loud. Southern FM live at Bermuri's Concourse for the Car and Bike Show. You're listening to the Humane Roundup Podcast.
In the mix with Cool Hand Mark.
The MBE teaser.
It's Match Day at Billericay Town. You're listening to Match Day Mumphy, Danny Grooves and Glenn Tamplin.
She's a pan. She has a plan. She's ready to give you friendly, generic and non-libel life advice to all. The one is for this one is for club alcoholics. You're listening to the Humane Roundup Podcast.
Hang on, this one is for the club alcoholics.
This one is for the club alcoholics. You're listening to the Humane Roundup Podcast. That one's getting in a lot of times.
I know! Bright is here, the sun shall shine.
You are listening to the My Stuttering Life podcast, hosted by Pedro Pena. So let's get started.
Why did you not stutter?
Can
you record it with a stutter?
Yeah, we can do
Give
it
it
in
a
post.
Go. No, can you do it like with a stutter? My stuttering.
No.
Stuttering.
It might be offensive.
No, but I don't know.
What if the podcast is about someone who had a stutter who's talking about getting over it? I mean, that's really, really not on, is it?
And then the best thing is to make fun of it, right?
No.
Surely. All right. Okay. Let's not debate this. Welcome to Program Switch on 99.5 FM. Gomba FM with your favorite duo, Steve K, Selector, and Jackie Petra, every Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Our 1 Hour Radio, an independent station. We play great music.
You're listening to Wazzy.
That's a funny one.
Hang on. Oh, dear. You're listening to WASY, Asylum Station, Rocks, Indiana.
DJ Tarish on the mix, representing Kenya, County 002.
You've already recorded that one.
Just following the script.
I know. And now on Radio Flash, it's time for the pap quiz.
Slimming World with Mark in Dunstable. The only thing you have to lose is weight.
Great music on Guernsey Community Radio, 24 hours a day.
Jet Connection Sound. We deliver the sound for cuddling 24/7. Whether with the teddy, your blanket, or your crush. Cuddle.
Oh.
Welcome to Program Switch on 99.5 FM, Goomba FM, with your favourite Jules, Steve K selector and Jackie Patra, every Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m.
We have to sort this out. There are lots of scripts that are repeating. Right. Get ready to experience the sound of DJ Reactive, a strong new tune.
Listen to Radio Voice of the Gospel, up to the heavens and back.
The Top 10 of Radio Flash, with your host, Flash Harry. Kingdom 96.9 FM, the heart of the coast.
DJ Steve-O controlling the airwaves with good music only.
Hi, this is Isabella Russell, and you're Hi, this is Isabella Russell, and you are jamming with Uncle Vince on the Triple M show. Old school for life, baby.
You're rocking with the incredibly shy and totally innocent Kieran Broadmoor.
That was on purpose, by the way.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, I know. More great music on the way in 2 minutes after the news.
Tay into Mix with Mix FM. You're in the mix with Mix FM. Hit music now.
Hi, I'm Isabella Russell from... Sorry. Hi, I'm Isabella Russell from MRC London, and you are listening to Ray Fresh Talks on his favourite station.
You are live on Kingdom 96.9 FM.
Everybody wants Isabella Russell on
Nice.
this station.
You're a celebrity.
I know. You are live on Kingdom 96.9 FM.
Smile FM, your station, your music.
You're listening to Radio Rhapsody, your 24/7 internet with non-stop music.
House sitting with JB.
Tune in to Keep It Rock with Tune in to Keep It Rock with Dank McKellar every Thursday from 1 to 3 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time on Pure Rock Radio. Feed your addiction.
Our station, my station, our station. Wave FM Mazabaka. Wave FM Mazabuka. 98.7. The rhythm of life.
This is the Friday Night Shuffle on Beverly FM 107.8.
Naughties and new. Late live. Back to the 80s. Ultimate 90s.
You're listening to the Reggae Vibes show with DJ Steppers.
You're now jamming with VJ Define on TV 47 Nairobi.
Woohoo!
That worked out pretty well, didn't it? All right, that's it from us. We're out of here.
Do you know, as we were doing this, I could see a comment coming in. Are they doing this thing like regularly, as in reading the scripts and stuff? Yes, we're here every Friday because it is what, Mike?
It's Free Jingle Friday. Every Friday is Free Jingle Friday here at Music Radio Creative, and we're delighted to serve you with all your free jingles.
Yes, we are. So have a wonderful and amazing weekend, my friends, and be back here next week.
Yeah, don't go anywhere else, just here.
Nope. Oh, and if you haven't already, head over to musicradiocreative.com/newsletter. You can get notification about this, like in your inbox, with ability to add to calendar so you do not miss the next one.
And you'll get notification about all our package deals, free sound effects, and the updated website. Have a great weekend. See you later. Bye. Bye-bye.